What up, everybody? It is Wednesday the 13th, I believe. And if you're watching the news, there's a whole bunch of mess going on, and there always will be. And you can choose to kind of fixate on stuff like that, or you could choose to focus on what's going to help you in your life personally. Everything's kind of a choice. And today, for this Plus Vibes, I want to talk about choosing logic over egotism, which I believe is the word. But if it's not, choosing logic over your ego. And most people won't even notice that they're being egotistical, narcissistic in some fashions when you become that way. The reason I'm talking about this today is, if you're watching, you know who you are. I had a conversation earlier today about thinking that you are the best you're gonna ever be. I love me. I'm the best that I'm ever gonna be. Anybody thinks that I need to change, man, they're wrong, because I don't do nothing wrong. I'm good to people. I'm the greatest around for everything. You know, obviously it's not that serious, but like people with that kind of mentality, right? Do you see something wrong with that? I hope you do, because anybody who can tell themselves that they've got no room for improvement is full of crap. Up to here, above my head. I have just kind of started getting out of this headspace. You know, I want to say I started like 4 years ago, but I really started entering a new wave for myself in these past few months, a little before I started doing these videos, to where I was very much being honest with myself about the fact that, man, I am nowhere close to even good yet, you know? Not save good enough or doing great, or, you know what I mean, at a point of, man, I'm really knocking it out of the park. I'm nowhere near that yet. And most of us aren't. And that's where ego will come in and kind of jack you up. If you have this center in you that says, oh, you've got no room for improvement, you're screwing yourself. Because the best things come when you can kind of step back and say, all right, I've got some improvement to do for myself, for yourself. Keep that in mind. Don't go changing because everybody else is telling you need to change, right? Obviously, people are going to have their ideas of you, and what other people think of you is not nearly as important as what you think of you, right? And also, you can think and that you're great and love yourself, but still understand that you've got improving to do, because we all have improving to do. Even the men that are doing the greatest, you know, at the face of it in this country, still have things that they need to improve on in their life to make themselves a better person. And when we reach death, right, you're still not going to be perfect, and that's a fallacy. You're never going to reach perfection. So don't ever think that, like, if somebody says, you know, how do I put this? Because it's like, all right, somebody could come and tell me that I have some work to do on some stuff, right? Now, like I said, don't go changing for them, but be honest with yourself. And if they told you something that resonates, if they told you something that's real, and if you're honest with yourself, then that's worth looking into. Don't you know, dismiss everything as hate and stuff like that from other people when they have something to say about you. You know, it's all to be able to step outside of your ego and improve yourself is all encompassing. So yeah, if it's just somebody's negative opinion of you based on the fact of what they believe is right, then that's a whole different story, right? But if they're telling you something that's honestly a struggle for you, or something that you can, you know, look at and be like, that's not okay, I shouldn't be doing that, then be honest with yourself and check yourself. Ego's a weird thing, and You know, like I said, it goes hand in hand with narcissism and, you know, thinking that, you know, the world owes you something. Now, you owe you something. And the thing you owe yourself is working on yourself. The effort for yourself. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Because I know what I'm trying to say. And I feel like I've said it pretty well, and I think everybody that's listening will probably get the gist of it. But let me know in the comments if there's anything I'm missing on this topic. I'll probably touch on it again because I believe I've touched this subject before. But the fact that I do this more to keep myself honest over top of anything is so that I can revisit the efforts that I know I need to keep in myself. This is another tactic for me to try and improve myself day by day. This is another tactic for me to keep my ego in check. Like I know I've said this a billion times. I don't get on this camera and make these videos thinking that I'm better than anybody out there. I'm not even in the middle. I know I'm somewhere below the middle, but I'm striving every day, and I think I'm at least creeping my way up to the middle as time goes on. But I think that's going to be it for today. Keep your ego in check and be willing to, you know, humble yourself to what other people have to say, what you know you have to work on, and be able to kind of wade through it. And like I talked about before, compartmentalize, you know, take these different things and analyze them for what they are, and don't take everything that somebody says about you as just their opinion and it's crap, right? Some of it is, put that over here. Some of it's real, put that right here. Analyze it, you know, take all the information and make valid assessments. I love you all. Hope everybody has a great hump day, and peace out.